Hey, it's your old pal Chris in the parking lot of the Pheasant Lane Mall, my old high school haunt. I finished a story today, the last story in my upcoming collection, The Seven Wives of Silver, and I've been home with the kids all week. My daughter had dental oral surgery yesterday. I just needed to get out of the house. And of course, when I want to get out and do something and I'm at work, I go out and I walk around the River Chuck. When I'm at home in the suburbs, I come to the mall. It's just what you do, what we always did. So I walked around, bumped into an old coworker at Ye Old Apple Store. I bought some things at Target, and now I am recording this vlog before I get in the car and go home, because I'm thinking about two things, and I wanted to get them down. Two. Chuck Woolery's an asshole. Thinking about two things. One, the vlogger, YouTube creator on the rise, Cody Wanner, had this thing. It's probably like a week or two old. I'm still catching up on all the stuff that came out while I was camping. He had this thing where he's talking about the secrets to vlogging, which I think was even a little bit tongue-in-cheek on his part. But at least I think this was in that video. One of the things that he talked about was finding a topic that was at the exact crossroads of what you're interested in. I can't do it, I'm holding it. What you're interested in, and then if you imagine my arm crossing my arm, I feel like I'm doing Vogue. Greta Garbo, Anne Monroe, Dietrich, and DiMaggio. No, so if you find, I can't do it. If you find that thing that is in the direct crossroads of what you're interested in and what the audience is interested in, then that's the thing that you should be working on. And so, sorry, my arm's getting tired. And I think it's a great point. It's one of the things that I'm thinking about with the thing that I'm working on right now, is how this thing that I wrote this afternoon, or finished writing this afternoon, was extremely fulfilling for me. It's what I've been wanting to write for a really long time, but does it meet the needs of the reader? That's the real question. At any rate, gotta go in the car for a second. People are coming, and I'm embarrassed. So yeah. I'm gonna put this right on there. It would work in a perfect world. Yeah, so people were coming by, and I can't do it. I don't know how y'all do it. I just can't. Not for me. Vlogging in public is not a thing I want to do or am all that interested in. Anyway, so now I can do the X. I can do which looks like I'm trying to do Wakanda Forever, which I'm not. No, it's the X. You want to be right there. So the thing that I wrote was very fulfilling for me, but what I find myself wondering is it going to be fulfilling for the reader in the context of the book? And is it going to be fulfilling for the reader who's read a lot of my work? And there's probably at this point too much thinking about the reader, which happens for me at least as a writer, in the aftermath of finishing a draft, is I immediately start thinking about the reader, and I get myself all panicked, and I start to think it's crap, what I've created is bad. And I think this brings us to the flip side of what Cody is talking about when he says you need to find that intersection, right? And it reminds me of a quote by Kurt Vonnegut. I think it's Vonnegut. It's in one of his 8 rules of writing, where he talks essentially about writing for one reader. Because, and I'm roughly paraphrasing here, if you open your windows and make love to the world, so to speak, you'll just get pneumonia. The idea being you have to write to please just one person. The implicit idea there might be that you really just have to write to please yourself. But, of course, who knows when Vonnegut wrote that? He was probably already Kurt Vonnegut and didn't have to worry about establishing an audience. Didn't have to worry about finding that perfect perfect bit between what he wanted to do and what the audience wanted. But I think there's some truth to each thing, and so that's what I'm kind of trying to tease out tonight as I think about this book, The Seven Wives of Silver, which is going to come out this fall. I'm not committing to a date yet, just this fall. Sort of like Apple saying this fall, or Disney saying that the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge will open late fall 2019. Late fall. So like after Thanksgiving, right? Like anything up till like December 21st actually technically is late fall, right? Because winter... anyway, I don't mean December. I mean late fall. Probably November. I've got some ideas, but I got a lot of stuff to do. I got to get a cover together. I got to get the edits done. Whole bunch of stuff that goes into making a book. And I don't know, you guys would be interested in seeing some of that. It's actually kind of where I started doing these videos, even before I started doing this video every day I was 40 project. That's the kind of videos I was doing, was a heads up on what was going on with the book. So the next book is coming. Whether you want it or not, I'm probably going to talk about it here a little bit.